Welcome back, folks. Today gave us another big push higher with SPY and QQQ closing at record territory. But under the surface, the story got more complicated because while stocks ripped higher, the dollar, oil, and bond yields all pushed higher too, bucking the negative correlation we've come to expect lately, which leaves us asking, what happens to stocks if oil, the dollar, and yields start spiking? There's a lot to unpack here, so let's get into what we're seeing in the charts. But please note that none of this is buying or selling advice. We're just calling what we see happening in the charts as things develop.
Yeah, it is a really fascinating anomaly. I mean, usually a rising U.S. dollar, which, just reclaimed its 200-day moving average,
Right.
alongside rising two-year treasury yields and like crude oil futures, ticker CL, that usually creates a heavy headwind.
Yeah, it drags equities down.
Exactly. But today, the broader market largely just ignored all those macro indicators.
Honestly, looking at this cracked negative correlation, it feels a lot like, driving with one foot pressed on the gas, but the other foot is just sort of hovering right over the brake pedal.
Well, I'd actually argue it's more like driving with the parking brake fully engaged.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, like you're moving forward, sure,
Yeah.
but you're burning out the engine to do it. The gas pedal pushing us forward today was, well, the extension of the Iran ceasefire. That gave a massive psychological lift to the tech sector.
Makes sense.
But that parking brake, it's the underlying tension out there, specifically Iran seizing those two cargo ships in the Strait of Hormuz.
Right, and that fragile situation is exactly why oil spiked.
You hit the nail on the head. And mechanically, when energy prices surge like that, inflation just sticks around.
Which is why economists are suddenly pushing expectations for Fed rate cuts all the way back to late 2026.
Exactly. That sticky inflation changes the whole timeline.
Wow. So it makes me wonder, are these peace headlines just a short-term sugar rush for stocks, while that elevated oil remains a structural threat to the broader tape?
So to address that structural threat, it's actually exactly what's creating this illusion of market health right now. I mean, we are seeing some extreme divergence out there.
You're talking about the technology sector, right? Ticker XLK.
Yep. Tech is single-handedly masking a broader economic stall. Like Taiwan Semiconductor, ticker TSM, powered higher today, and Navitas Semiconductor, ticker NVTS, went completely parabolic.
Right, but then you look at financials, ticker XLF.
Right, they are stalling right at their 200-day moving average.
Banks really feel the squeeze when those bond yields stay elevated for this long.
Absolutely.
So if traditional markets feel like climbing a ladder over a trapdoor right now, where is capital hiding? Are traders seeking refuge in alternative assets, considering Bitcoin had a 3.22% pop today?
Well, you have to be careful there.
Because looking at the weekly chart, it's still heavily dominated by bears, right? So I assume this is just a dead cat bounce rather than a true reversal.
I see it exactly the same way. As we mentioned yesterday, time frame awareness is absolutely crucial right now.
Because the daily chart for Bitcoin looks constructive, but zooming out.
Yeah, that weekly structure hasn't broken its downtrend at all, and we're seeing a very similar trap in the metals right now.
Gold ticked up 0.75% today.
Right, and silver added 1.61%, but they're stalling in bear flag patterns, meaning this is likely just a short pause before a continuation downward.
Which mechanically makes perfect sense. When two-year treasury yields spike like they did today, non-yielding assets like precious metals become, well, much less attractive to hold.
Yeah, and bringing it back to the big picture, I mean, the bottom line here is that, yes, bulls push stocks to record highs today.
Sure.
But with the dollar, oil, and yields all pressing higher simultaneously, this market is climbing with a potential trapdoor right underneath it.
Right. So what does this all mean for tomorrow? The big question for you to mull over tonight is this. Will tomorrow's action actually confirm this underlying strength, or is that trapdoor going to swing wide open? We'll see how the charts develop. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll catch you in tomorrow's market summary.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you're a newer trader and want a great foundation with no fluff, start with their free Trading 101 videos at groktrade.com/learn. And if you're ready to reach your full trading potential, whether you're a total beginner or a battle-hardened trader, check out our mentorship program at groktrade.com/trading mentor. All of these links are in the description below. Grok Trade is where traders reach their full potential.